Alright, hello and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to be explaining how to use the Heartopia Image Painter tool that I made. So I made this like a month ago or so, and I've been getting a lot of requests to make a tutorial on how to install and set it up. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. Now in the description there will be some links and commands that you'll need to set this up, and also some timestamps so you can go through the video to the point where you need to be. So let's get started. First off, so some things you need to do first. We need to have access to the terminal and Microsoft Store. So first let's open the Microsoft Store. You can do this by opening your start menu and searching for Microsoft Store. I just have a shortcut here for easier access. So when you're in there, you can search for Python, and it is the first one, the Python 3.13. Now you're going to need to install this. I already have it installed, so it says update for me. I'm not going to update right now. But just install that, and then you can close the Microsoft Store once that is done. And then the next thing is we're going to need to download the Heartopia Image Painter repo. You can do that by going to the repo page and then clicking here on code and then download zip. And when you do that, it'll download the zip. Then you can open that, and then all we have to do is just move that in here. Move the folder just anywhere where you have access. I don't need this folder. There we go. So this is the app pretty much. Now we can close the zip file, and then we open the terminal. Alright, so this is the terminal. Actually, you might have to open this as administrator. So do that. There we go. Now, what we do is we type cd and then space and then drag this folder in. Of course, it's not wanting to work. Okay, if that doesn't work, you can just go here, copy, and then paste that in between double quotes. And then enter. And then we are inside this folder. Oh wait, not yet, actually. We need to copy this one. I am very, very smart. There we go. Now we're inside this folder. So then there are a couple steps which are also listed on the repo. Now I don't think these two are very necessary, so I'm gonna skip to step 3. So just copy this command and then paste it, and there we go. It should have installed all the requirements, and then all we have to do is just run this command, paste, and there we go. The app is now running. Now you do need to keep the console or the terminal open, but you can minimize it. So I will put the app over here, minimize this, don't need that anymore. Okay, so we've got the app installed. Now the next step is to open Heartopia. And now we're gonna set up all the options. Now this is what's gonna take the longest, but once you have it set up, It's very easy. Like, this is just a one-time setup process. So first, it doesn't matter what you do here. You just type in a random name and enter the painting thing, because we need to basically tell the app where the colors are located and certain buttons. So first, let's click on Set Shades Panel button. Click OK. And then the Shades Panel button is this right here. So click on that, and then that's set. Then we click on that so that we go into the Shades panel. And then we click on Set Back button. Click OK. And then this is the back button. So click on that. Okay, now we can go back out again. Then we need to set the Paint Tool button, which is on the left side. It is this, the first one, the little pencil. Then there is the Bucket Tool button, which is the second one. Now the eraser is not necessarily necessary. It's only for if you want to use the erase canvas option. So I'll just show you how that is set up, but it's not necessary to do. But the eraser is right here. It is the fourth one. And then the eraser thickness plus button. So we need to select the eraser, and then it is the up arrow. So that one. Okay. Okay, so now we have all those buttons set up correctly. So now we need to set up all the colors. Now this is what's going to take the longest, so bear with me. So first click on Setup New Color. Then you can enter a color name or just a number, whatever you want. I'll just do 1 because it's the first one. Okay, so now it says click the main color button. Okay, so the main colors are these right here. And if we go in here, these are the shades. So these are the main colors, and then we've got shades. Okay, so click OK, and then click the main color right there. Okay, so now it says open the shades panel for this color. So click on the color first, make sure that is selected, and then click on the shades so that we get the shades for that color. So click OK, and now we get this panel. Now you can click capture next shade, and then click on the first one, and then you'll see that is in there. And then repeat that for every single color or every single shade, except for the last one. At least in the black shades, do not do the last one, because this is not actually a color, this is transparency. So now that we have selected every shade, we can click on finish, and then we have that one saved. So now we can go back and continue with the next one. Now these first 4 are all the same. If you look, it just brings me to the same shades. So you don't actually have to do all 4 of these, just the first one is fine. So let's continue with this one. So click on Setup New Color. I'll just do 2. Click on the main color button, that one. Yep, and then go in here and capture the shades. Now, if you want to do this a little bit faster, you can just click on the shades, press enter, click on the shades, press enter, click on the shades, and repeat that. So you don't actually have to go back to clicking the capture next shade button. You can just press enter. Alright, so that is all of those selected. And we basically have to repeat this for every single shade. So 3. Alright, and the last one. Alright, that is all the colors set up. So now we can start painting. So we can go back to main and then select an image that we want to load. Right, and then you can select the canvas preset, whichever one you want. Currently we only have 1x1 supported, 16x9, 9x16 and t-shirt. For me, I'm gonna choose 1x1 because my image is square. And then we need to set the precision level. So this is basically your resolution. Now there's small, medium, big, and super large. I always go with super large because it looks the best. Let me show you what that means in game. So you've got 1x1, and then the precision is this. So this is small, medium, big, and super large. Pretty easy. So let me select super large, random name, start painting. All right. So now let's set the canvas area. So click on select canvas area, and then what you can do is scroll to zoom in, and that will basically give you a little preview, or like a zoomed in preview, so you can precisely place your thing. So as you can see, the canvas is there's like a very small single pixel between the border, this right here, and the canvas. So make sure you go at 1 pixel below the border, and then click, hold, and then drag. You can see a preview of your image, and then drag all the way down. Now this can be a little bit tedious depending on your mouse sensitivity, but there we go. That should be close enough. Yeah, it's 469 by 468. It's 1 pixel off, but that's fine. All right, so that is all set up. Now, what I like to do, you can tinker with the timing and reliability settings and the paint settings by yourself, but what I like to do is set this to paint by color, turn these two on, and I actually forgot what my setting. I did have all these on, but I did. Hold on, let me quickly check what my original settings for these were. Okay, so I have looked up my personal settings that I use. Now you can keep the default settings. That's all fine. They are very, very safe. If you want a little bit more speed though, I recommend using my settings. So what I do is set this right here, the bucket fill large regions threshold to 25. And then these are all my other settings. The row delay 50 has changed. After stroke delay 0. The verify max passes of 3. after each click delay 30 and mouse move duration 35. I think that is all. Alright, so that should be all. So now we can click on Paint Now. Make sure you have an image selected, just in case you don't. Right, now you do get a little warning. If like it basically tells you that your mouse is going to be controlled. So don't touch your mouse. If you do need to touch your mouse and you need to cancel it, you can either press escape, or if escape doesn't work, you can try to move your mouse very quickly to the top left corner. That will abort the entire app pretty much. So press OK, and then you get a countdown. Make sure you click on the game, and then there it goes. Now sometimes it might seem that it's not doing anything if it doesn't move the mouse for a little bit, but in the bottom left corner you can see a little preview of what it is doing. So even if the mouse is not moving, most of the time what it's doing is verifying pixels to see if it missed anything. And you can actually see a little highlight of what it is verifying in the bottom left corner. Also keep in mind that Heartopia only has a preset amount of colors, so not every single color is going to be perfect. The way that the program works is it chooses the color that closely resembles what your image looks like. So it's not going to be perfect, because that's just a limitation of Heartopia, but it works pretty well. Alright, and there you have it. That is the drawing done. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any like issues or suggestions or anything really, you can go to the repo page and then go up here to issues, and feel free to create a new issue explaining like what your suggestion is or what your issue is, what your bug is, that you discovered, and then I'll have a look at it. So I hope this this tutorial was helpful. Yeah, that is it. Enjoy.